Good morning. I told y'all I get dressed in front of y'all. Y'all know that already. Hold on one second. YouTube, what they do? What's good with your YouTube? Y'all hold on YouTube for 1 second. I was doing some research. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Come on in and gather around. Did you hear me? I said, come on in and gather around. Y'all ready to go in? Y'all ready to go in? I keep telling y'all. Every day I push that go live button, I'm not going to be ready. I told y'all that, right? I told you that, didn't I? Have I ever lied to y'all about anything? That's what I want to know. Let me give y'all some clarity of thought, because at the same time, I think sometimes we all need clarity. YouTube, y'all need some clarity over here. Let me give y'all some clarity. How you doing this morning? Come on in. Come on into the assignment. You heard me? I said, come on into the assignment. I keep telling y'all I'm not going to always be ready. So if y'all need a podcast where a person going to always be ready and always have everything to say that's appropriate and right, and you know what I'm saying, I guess y'all at the wrong spot. Y'all ready? Because at the same time, I keep telling y'all I ain't going to always be ready. I ain't going to always be ready. And I'll get ready in front of y'all. Y'all my family members, Facebook family and friends. I got my YouTube here, and all my YouTubers, and all my podcast individuals. And I'm here first and foremost to give y'all a major apology. Y'all ready? Come on, let's go. Let's go. You ready? Let's go. I got to do it with my left hand. Y'all ready? Set, go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm back. I keep telling y'all I ain't gonna always be ready. Ooh-wee. How y'all feel this morning? Come on into the assignment. I couldn't even put my tie on this morning, because at the same time, I promise y'all on everything I love, my right shoulder, ooh-wee, has been giving me the blues. I said my right shoulder. Look, I gotta comb my hair this morning with my left hand, because my right shoulder, I don't know what happened to it. It blew up on me. I went to sleep. Look, I can't even lift that bad boy. Ooh-wee. But anyway, how y'all feel this morning? Come on in. How y'all doing, YouTube, Facebook, family, and friends? What's good with y'all? I missed y'all yesterday. Yeah, I kind of missed y'all yesterday. I promise you on everything I love. I was trying to get here. I just could not do it. And so y'all know I'll come in and do an extra day on Friday to make up for yesterday's miss. I'm just here this morning, as usual, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I think it was 9:58. I just logged on a few minutes ago. But y'all know, if y'all understand the struggle, if you understood the struggle that it took just to get here this morning, I think y'all will give me a guest pass. You heard me? I say sometimes in life we might have to get a guest pass, right? I've given several of them out here in Atlanta since I've been here, because you can't, fight with everybody that comes your way with a low vibrational mindset. Because at the same time, I believe that sometimes that I guess the creator of all things in the universe will test you. He'll test you to see how far you've grown, how much you've grown through life's curriculum. I believe that sometimes life's curriculum will give you ups and downs, will give you alkalinic or acidic concepts to deal with. You feel me? And so I believe that the creator of all things sometimes want to see and want to understand us evolving into the person that he's called us out to be. So we're not going to always be the same. Y'all know we all started from an embryo in our mother's womb, every last one of us. But this size that we are right now, 6'2", 235-pound black man, you know what I'm saying, it was all in that one embryo that started. And so we all had to evolve into where we are now. And so all those hips you got, ma'am, was all in that one small little embryo. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. We grow, and sometimes we have to grow as we go. We don't have the ability to sit back and try to grow first, and then go. I believe that it's a simultaneous process that has to happen in all of our lives, where we're going to grow as we go. It's simultaneous. And so, it's a beautiful space to be here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I am your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. And so these four things that I can operate in my sleep. I can provoke you to think, man. And I want to thank people that come and call me and say, I did it. I was like, what? So this morning, what kind of like slowed me down is this young lady called me and said, I did it. I did what you said. I'm like, so I have to stop, pause, get my mind in order, get my mind and my thoughts together. And she said, you did a session the other day on go get what you want. And she said, I did it. And when she said that, I understood what she was talking about. I did a session here say, go get it. Like whatever it is that your heart's desire, whatever you wanted, whatever you've been looking at, whatever you've actually paid attention to for the last, we could say a day, week, month, year. You've been watching something and you've always questioned the fact whether or not you could afford it or not. And she said, you told me, she said, I heard your spirit when you said, go get what you want. And so maybe I need to do a part 2 on that, because I listen to my tribe members when they are blessed through some of the words that I say. And then y'all know I get in here some mornings and don't have anything to say and then end up saying a lot. I don't know how that happened. Y'all. Hey, I promise you everything I love, I don't know how that happened. This is happening right here, but I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm not even concerned about that. All I know is that I'm on my assignment 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I am here to speak into the mind of the people. And so we know that we have a lot of things coming down the pike. And one thing I want to share with y'all, on a couple of days ago, I was moving something and skint my finger back, right? On top of my finger, I skint my finger. I skint my finger back. The skin just skint back on it. And for whatever reason, I try to pull the skin back, cross it, and patch it back up. But then every time I take the Band-Aid off and it peel back, I re-bleed, right? And so let me tell y'all what happened. Hey, look, this morning, right? I was like, man, I know I got one of these in the house somewhere, right? And let me tell y'all what dropped in my spirit this morning. I had this first aid kit. Y'all see this first aid kit, right? YouTube, you see the first aid kit. Facebook, family and friends, you see this first aid kit, right? I done had this first aid kit in my presence at least 4 years. At least. It's got to be about 3 or 4 years I've had this first aid kit in my presence. And do y'all know today was the first day I used it? Did you hear me? I said today was the first day I went into my first aid kit and got this Band-Aid. And in my spirit, something told me to bring this first aid kit to the table. And y'all know I follow my spirit. Y'all know it, whether you know it or not. Maybe you don't know. It's okay not to know. But I'm here this morning to tell you that I follow my spirit, right? And my spirit told me to tell the mind of the people, go get a first aid kit. Ooh-wee. Because of the trials and the traumas and all the triggers and all of the things that's happening in the atmosphere at the moment, it's a lot of things going on. He told me to tell the mind of the people to go get a first aid. If you don't have a first aid kit in your home, you got to go get one. Ooh-wee. And so we all need these first aid kits. I know it might seem insignificant, right? Because you don't have a need for the first aid kit at this moment. But I'm here this morning to tell every individual under the sound of my voice that will receive what I have to say, go purchase a first, I think it was like $15.99 or $19.99, but it has all of the essentials that you might need, the wraps and all of the gauzes and things of that nature that you might need in this first aid. And today, after me having this first aid kit for maybe about 4 years, it's 125 items in this first aid kit. Oh, Johnson & Johnson, all purple. I need to go ahead and tell them, let me become a sponsor. I need to get, hey, look, I need to get some residual income, if you will, some passive income if I continue to promote their first aid kit on my sessions and my lives. But somehow or another, we got to generate, and we're going to have to orchestrate this thing and make sure that we do it. But at the same time, it says it has 125 essential things in the first aid kit that we're going to need. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody on the sound of my voice, go purchase your first aid kit. You might not need it at the moment, but with everything coming down the pike that's coming down the pike of this world, right? You know, pike, P-I-K-E, like the turnpike. You know, in Florida, we got a turnpike. I haven't heard pike up here since I've been here in Atlanta. But yeah, in Florida, we have a turnpike. They call it a turnpike. And so we're coming down the turnpike of life, right? It's almost like somebody, like something is about to give birth, whether it's giving birth to a warfare, whether it's giving birth to all these things that has to happen, right? Everything that's happening in the atmosphere has to happen. And it took me, the universe took me back to the barge that hit the bridge the other day. Now I'm going back to when, you know what I'm saying, all of our ethnic brothers that has been, mm, it started with me from Trayvon. That's when this started with me, from Trayvon. It started with me at Trayvon. I know we got the McDuffie, and I know we got the Neville Johnsons in Miami, but it really hit home for me with Trayvon Martin. And so, yeah, these traumas, right? And all of these triggers, and all of these assassination attempts, and all of these backing out of the political arenas, and all of these things that is just seemingly happening. It's too much going on. It's a lot, y'all. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning to tell somebody in the sound of my voice, stay focused. Yeah. We're going to have to stay focused through these processes, through all these processes of life, through life's curriculum that we have to endure. A lot of these things that's happening, we don't have any control over. The only thing that I'm discovering in this thing called life that we have control over is the response in by which we give it. Ooh-wee. And so sometimes in this thing called life, we're going to have to put buffers in place. I ain't even sit down here this morning to say all this. I don't know what happens to me, ma'am. I don't know what's happening to me, sir. I don't even know that I even had him missing the mic just then. Y'all see, I went straight into session mode without even having my mic present. But this morning, I'm here to tell somebody you might have to place a buffer around your thoughts, around your responses, around your mindsets, around the shifting that's going to happen through all these traumas that we are witnessing in the atmosphere at this moment, and all these different triggers and all these different instances, if you will, that's setting a certain stage in the atmosphere. It's setting a stage, y'all. We're gonna have to sit back and watch. Sit back with our eyes closed, but our center eye open, in order to get clarity, mental clarity, and understanding and comprehensions of it all. We're going to have to stand outside of all of it and place these buffers in place to actually absorb a lot of the direct effect that it would have in our lives if we're not careful. And so at the same time, the universe and the creator of all things is telling me to tell every individual in the sound of my voice, get your first aid kits out. Start turning your mind towards having the ability to patch things up as we walk through these razor blades and these barbed wires and all these different things that has the ability to cut. Ooh-wee. As we walk through this thing called life, we have the ability to cut us and to hurt us and to wound us. So we're gonna need the first aid kit. Maybe I might do a whole session what is the basic meaning of a first aid kit? Oh, we. All right, y'all. I didn't sit down here this morning to talk about this. All right, the first aid kit. Can I flow? Hey, listen here, man. Y'all gotta hear me. I don't. Listen. Y'all just gotta vibe with me now. If you're a part of the Hourglass Era tribe, and you're the part of the Hourglass Era tribe, you're gonna have to flow and open up your mind enough to receive what's being said. And at the same time, I'm just flowing. And the first aid kit is a box or a bag or a pack. A box or a bag or a pack that contains supplies to treat minor injuries, such as cuts, scrapes, burns, bruises, or sprains. And the first aid kit also includes survival supplies. Ooh-wee. And with all the things that we got going on in the atmosphere, you might as well go ahead on and start unpacking and wrapping your mind around survival supplies. I believe that we have people that's doing this already. I believe that the what they call them the oh man, I need somebody online with me right now, man. Hey, y'all know I need help, man. I'm gonna start opening this line up for people to come and chime in with me. I guess as the universe give credence and give me the ability, if you will, to be able to have 3 or 4 people on simultaneously, while we can all just sit back and just talk and just chop it up and just understand that there's a certain level of survival supplies that we're going to need as we continue to walk through this thing called life. There's a such thing as survival supplies, right? And we're going to need these things in the up and coming months, up and coming years, as we move towards whatever they call them doomsday people. You know what I'm saying? As we walk towards whatever it is in the climate by which is getting ready to be revealed, right? And whatever it is in this climate that's getting ready to be exposed, I believe that it also started before Cat, but now that Cat came and spoke that into the atmosphere, a lot of things will be exposed and unveiled and revealed through all these separate processes that has to happen in order for us to get and see and understand and comprehend and become aware of and be alerted by. Yeah, it's a lot. And so I'll close my eyes and I'll open my spiritual eye. You might have to close your natural eye, ma'am. Hey, sir, you might have to just close your natural eyes, because the eyes that we see out of, it's only limited to the 4 consecrated walls by which we're in, or only limited to where our viewpoint and the perspectives by which we have everything around us. Even if we look far, we can still, it's limited. Like I sat out on the balcony the other night and I saw as far as I can see. But there was still some points, even in the sky, that's beyond the point that our visual eye has the ability to see. And so what I'm discovering is that sometimes you might have to close your natural eye in order to see. Yep. And so at the same time, while we do this and while we continue to become more aware, while we continue to become more aligned, and by we continue to become more, I guess, encompassed, we're going to have to place buffers and put buffers in place in order to really, really, really allow the buffers to absorb the blows. If you don't know how to do this, ma'am, sir, hey, bruh, If you don't know how to do this, man, I want y'all to book a call with me, man. I want you to book a call. Get on my schedule. Get on my live. Get on my DM me. Get on my schedule. And I want to sit down and have an hour-long talk with anybody that want to have a discussion about anything that they have a desire to discuss. I'm going to put my booking link up here after this session. I want y'all to have the ability to reach out and touch. Reach out and just sit down and chop it up outside of the live, by which we can talk a little bit more freer and real. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, your health-conscious coach. It's funny, this morning, somebody called me and said, are you involved with your teas? And I'm like, yes. Is that the real true meaning behind it all? And I'm like, no. Yeah, I mean, I deal, I'm a little bit, I do research on health conscious teas that can help, with whatever you might have going on, whatever it is. It's something out here that will help you. And so I want you to book a call, though, because the information that I have that I want to share, I believe that the universe has spoken to me and said, monetize the gift. Woo-wee. And so when he said that a few months ago, monetize your gift. The gifts that I've given you, monetize them. And y'all know I give it away for the free. Y'all know that already. I give it away for the free. I don't have a reason not to. I'll give it away for the free. But that's not what he's telling me to do at the moment. So he said, monetize the gift. I have a lot of things to say and a lot of knowledge to give, right? And to assist you through your process of life. And I've been there and done that. And what better person than myself? And I ain't trying to sell y'all on no ideas, but I've been through a lot. I sat down with someone the other day that knew, that understand, and that know me. And she said, have you really paid attention to yourself? And I said, yes. And she said, no, but from this perspective right here. And she started naming a lot of things that she knew about me. One thing that stuck out to me more than anything else was the fact that she knew that I had been, incarcerated. And then that I done lost a child. I done been through bereavement. I've been through a motorcycle accident that put me on the backside of the desert for maybe like 9 months. Broke my right hip and my left ankle, so that's trauma. And she was just naming all of the things that she knew that was substantial in my life, right? And so I started just understanding and comprehending what she was saying. She said, you are a highly intelligent brother. And I love listening to you. But you're going to have to start monetizing your gift. Make people pay for the knowledge by which you've had to go through. And I sat back for a second and said, I've said this before on my lives that I had to live 20 years, 30 years, 40 years of life, right? Just to have a 40-minute conversation with a young man that's about to take his life. I had to live it. All the ups and the downs and the trials and the tribulations that I've lived, right? All of the the successes as well, but I've also had some struggles. I said all of the dreams that I've had that's being fulfilled right now, right before my eyes as a speaker, but I've also had some doubts. And I've actually dug these two holes in the fertile soil of my mind. The same thing that I teach people and show people how to do, I got to show you how to dig these two holes, Holes, these two holes in the fertile soil of your mind. And I'm going to show you, but you got to book a call with me in order for me to get through the nooks and the cranny. Well, my grandma used to say, we got to go all the way down into the nooks and the cranny of this thing called life, right? We're going to have to go into the cracks and the crevices of this thing called life in order to really get that broom and dig out and sweep out even in the cracks and the crevices of your thoughts. Ooh-wee. I didn't sit down here to say all this morning, but I promise y'all something happens to me when I sit before the mind of the people. Something happens. And so she said, you're going to have to monetize these gifts that you have. You're going to have to monetize them. And so I guess that'll come down the pike. I give this for the free, just for us to be free in our thoughts, in our comprehensions, in our mindset shifts, in our ability and the agility that we have as thought provokers, to provoke thought, to walk in health conscientiousness, to understand that I am an intellectual content creator, that I don't create anything under intellectual content, and that I am the podcast professor. All you need is a master's, and I have that. And so I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. We're going to have to chop these videos up and get some understanding. And as I continue to grow and go, these are simultaneous effects that's happening in my life at the moment. We're going to have to grow as we go. As you embark upon your own individualized assignment, you're going to have to grow in the process of it all. You're not going to be where you're going to end up at the end when you start at the beginning. Anybody know that? The same thing as far as writing a book. You write this book, ma'am. When you start this book, sir, of your life, I have a book called Out the Gate with a Lemon that I'm still working on. Yeah, and I'm talking about all these processes by which I had to endure, through all these valley low experiences that I had to go through in order for me to become who I am, in order for you to create who you are, in order for you to innovate. You're going to have to go through some things called life and life's curriculum. You're going to have to go through it. I did it. I'm a prime example of it. And so I'm here this morning to tell you to go get your first aid kit. And you're going to need a weighted blanket while you're there. Did you hear me? I said you might as well go ahead and grab you a weighted blanket. I've been to 2 Walmarts, and for whatever reason, I can't find a weighted blanket. So I might have to go online and find me a weighted blanket. Because the Spirit told me to tell the mind of the people that we're going to need a weighted blanket through this process that we're going to go through of these next few storms that we've never seen before. These storms that are being tested now as far as the delays in the airports and all the barges hitting the bridges and all these things that's happening in the atmosphere, he said, tell them I said to go get a weighted blanket. So there's some storms that we're going to have to endure. And so at the same time, they're coming regardless of the fact whether you hear me in the spirit realm or not, that does not negate the fact that they're coming. And so I'm here this morning to tell you, go get your weighted blanket. Go get all the first aid kits. I ain't saying become a doomsday prepper, but you might as well start understanding and comprehending some of the narratives and the ideologies that's coming down the pike. Ooh-wee. It's remarkable when I sit here, y'all. Oh, man. I don't sit here with this much to say. Whatever happens, and I don't even know. All I know is I'm on my assignment and I'm being obedient to the call. And so we're going to have to think and use the power of the resources of our minds. Your mind, ma'am, is a resource. Your thoughts, sir, is a resource. You're going to have to lose the power of your mind in order to shift. It's the power of thought. In order to galvanize and prepare, you're going to have to understand some things. I feel so much better this morning. My right shoulder, ooh-wee, I couldn't even lean forward to pick up my wallet yesterday. Did you hear me? I say the pain in my right shoulder wouldn't even let me lean forward to pick up my wallet. I had to ask somebody to pick my wallet up because I couldn't even lean forward. Felt like my whole world was going forward if I would have tried to lean forward just to grab my wallet with my right shoulder. I feel better this morning. I really and truly do. And so I'll be back Friday to make up for yesterday because I didn't get on yesterday. But you see these lenses right here? We're going to have the correct lenses on. In order to see, you're going to have the right lenses in order to see properly and with clarity of understanding. And understand that all these things that's happening in the atmosphere is not haphazardly happening. I'm also starting to believe they're all intentional. These are not accidents, ma'am. These are intentionals. There is a difference between an accident and an intentional. Yeah. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning to tell you to gravitate towards the power of mind. You got to believe in your mind, ma'am. You got to create it in your thoughts, sir. You're going to have to become it. Did you hear me? I say you're going to have to become everything that your heart's desire. Believing in oneself. Because he's in you, and you're in him, or her, or it. Yeah. We know that it has to be a multifaceted type situation. Because we serve a multifaceted creator. The creator of all things is multifaceted. Oh, I also had a conversation with a young lady that was saying that she didn't believe that he was everywhere. She only believed that he was in this dimension. And I'm like, if you believe that, you done limited your thought process. Because when he said, let there be, didn't the eastern side of the world come? Like, didn't China and Japan and Asia and Europe and all these other parts of the world came when he said let? So why can't we acknowledge and understand those deities as well? He might be there too. Who are we to say he's only in this geographical location if he's the creator of all things? It don't make sense to me. But anyway, I did a world religion class when I was working on my bachelor's degree in psychology. And that world religion class ultimately expanded my mind, right? And I don't think that we can go through a learning process or an expansion through academia, through academics, and our brains able to go back to the size by which it was prior to the learning experience. I also think that learning experiences do the same thing. It expands your thoughts. It expands your mind. It expands your belief, because you wouldn't believe as hard as you did if you had an accident that was just a fender bender. But if you had an accident that broke your right hip and your left ankle, what's going to be the difference between those two accidents? Wouldn't you believe that the power of the creator of all things had the ability to preserve your life even more through that motorcycle accident when you broke your right hip and your left ankle? Or you think the fender bender would be sufficient for you to believe? I believe that belief comes deeper. And belief is more intensified with the amount of traumas that you've made it through and made it through the other side of it. Then I believe that the belief and the faith and the understanding and the comprehensions are more intensified. Ooh-wee. And so I'm here this morning with an intense power. I'm here this morning believing in oneself. I believe in the creator that lives in me and I in him. And he told me that, he said, tell them that they are the I ams in the earth. That he used people to get his messages through. People that's connected. Because connectedness got to be at the top side of the hourglass. When you're disconnected, it got to be at the bottom. Y'all got to wait 1 second. Hold on. Y'all see I can't reach that. Y'all see I couldn't reach over there with my right arm. That right arm still ain't all the way in its real true effect. But here it is right here, y'all. Y'all see this? Y'all understand that this right here has to be the light. This right here has to be the darkness. This right here has to be the positivity. And this right here has to be the negativity. This right here has to be walking in the awareness. This has to be when you're unaware. This is being alert. This is when you're not alert, when you're unalert and you're not conscious. This is conscious thoughts. This is unconscious being. And so everything has its opposites in the earth, right? Everything in the earth has its own individualized opposites. So all I'm telling you to do is that when we're thinking thoughts, right, we're going to have to think these thoughts from an alkalinic perspective, causing you to have the ability to stay alkaline consciousness. We're going to anchor our footing in the positive side, in the light side, in the love side, because love got to be at the top. Hate got to be at the bottom. It's only two things in the earth that we have to concern ourselves with. And so we're here this morning, completing processes. I'm going to put my booking link here because that's what keeps dropping in my spirit. Since the universe said, he say, Monetize the gift. Monetize your gift. And so maybe I got to cut these. I don't know what I'm going to have to do, y'all. Y'all, listen, I'm just following suit. When you follow suit, you can't renege. Y'all know spades. You follow a certain suit, you got to follow that suit if you got that card in your hand. You know that. And so if a club is laid down, you better play a club if you got a club in your hand. Or if you try to play that club later on down the line, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna be done reneged. And so I'm here this morning to tell you, get your first aid kit, go ahead on and get your weighted blanket. I'll be talking more about the weight of the blanket that's gonna cover you through these next storms, these storms that's on this way. It's a weighted blanket that you're going to need on your bed to, when you cover up, it's going to hold you down. Ooh, it's going to protect you through the storm. The weighted blanket. Ooh, I don't want to go no further than that. But as time progressed and he released me to do it, I'll tell you that he is the weighted blanket. But you're going to need a real one on the bed, on your bed. You're going to need that weighted blanket. It's symbolic for something. So anyway, you're going to understand the power of the mind. There's power in your mind, ma'am. Hey, sir, there's power in your mind. You're going to have to tap into the innermost being of your mind. Tap into your power. Tap into the resources by which you already have. Did you hear me? I say there's a resource as well as a source, but there's some resources that you're going to have to tap into. We got the source. We're going to need the resources as well. And so I'm here this morning. I'm almost done, y'all. Did you hear me? I say I'm almost done. Yeah, I'm almost done. But I'm here to tell you to tap into the power by which you already exude into the atmosphere. Go get what you want. Make sure you get the first aid kits. Make sure you get your weighted blanket. Ooh. Get your mind right. Get your thoughts in order. See what's happening holistically in the earth. You're going to have your third eye open in order to see, though. These natural eyes and looking at social media and the media and all these things, you're going to be blinded by what's being said, and then you're not going to be really truly prepared for the storms. They're going to lighten it up and make it look like it's just something in the atmosphere that's not really what it is. But in essence, it's something more deeper than what it's being shown. And so I ain't here to sit down here to say all that. But I know that at the same time as you walk through this thing called life, you better make sure that you're standing on the alkaline side of it all. The alkaline side is the top side of this hourglass. The acidic side is the bottom. Down here has to be death, destruction, and disease. Where they get the word dis-ease is disease, right? Dis-ease in your body. Up here, ma'am, has to be health, wellness, and well-being. Up here, this is health, wellness and well-being. You're going to have to find yourself on the alkaline side of it all. As we move, as we matriculate, as we motivate, as we congregate, as we try to eliminate any self-doubting beliefs, we're going to eliminate any limiting beliefs or anything that will hinder, stagnate, and prevent you from becoming and seeing and understanding and comprehending anything that's preventative measures from you from becoming all that the universe has called you out to be. Anything that will stop you or hinder you, we're going to eliminate that out of our minds and out of our lives. All the stressors, all the triggers and the traumas. I want y'all to book a call with me. Book a call. I be giving y'all this for the free. I ain't never charged a dime. I don't think nobody ever sent me a cash app and said, hey, I like what you've been saying, sir. Let me send you $5. I don't think I received any of that. But as time progressed, I believe that all the obedience by me, when he said, open the laptop on October 15th, 2022, he said, open the laptop and speaking to the mind of the people. It's all good in the neighborhood. I'm going to just rock all the way out. I don't have no choice in the matter. That there's strategies to keep a powerful mindset. There's strategies. And I don't profess to be Mr. Know-it-all, but I do have a few solid strategies that if you want to find out ways to protect and to protect your innermost being from all of the things and all the things that's getting ready to come down through this pike and that's happening already, just book a session and we're going to talk about it. Did you hear me? Get on my calendar. DM me for sessions. I'll take them one-on-one. I got like 5 slots left. I got about 5 slots left. I'll talk to people throughout the day. I'll stop what I'm doing and give you my undivided attention for an hour. I'll talk to you throughout the day. I guarantee you will feel better. I have the strategies. I have the wherewithal. I have the power. I have the past experiences that I've been through myself. Yeah, I got a proven track record. That's what he just dropped in my spirit. He said, you got a proven track record. It's proven. And so I'm here for anybody individual that want to talk, that want to chop it up, that want to have a session. I'm here. And so I'm here this morning. Book a call and let's go. Did you hear me? I said, go ahead on and book a call and let's do it. Let's do it. Book a call. And we're gonna rock all the way out. Did you hear me? We're gonna rock all the way out. We'll rock out with these 13 masterful steps. I got some masterful steps. Yeah. We're gonna move forward in it. And so, it's a beautiful thing. Come in, understand, comprehend, and move forward. I know my time is winding up. I can feel my body is winding down. And so, yeah, I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought provoker. I'm here to provoke thought, cause your mindset shift to start looking globally, looking outside of yourself, but then also doing an introspection within yourself and having the ability to put buffers around your mind and your thoughts and your walk in the earth That when you walk with your peace, your feet shod with the gospel of preparation of peace and power and perspective. You got to have them. Having our loins girded with truth, because truth is a part of our warfare armor. Truth got to be up here. This got to be truth. Right here has to be truth, man. This has to be lies at the bottom. All the truths in the earth is going to be alkalinic. All of the lies in the earth has to be acidic. The lies in the earth will have to be death, destruction, and disease. The truth have to be health, wellness, and well-being. The truth have to be light. Lies got to be darkness. It's all in the hourglass concepts. This is the hourglass concepts. This is the hourglass understanding and comprehension. Do you know that, right? And if you don't know, here you go. Y'all better know. Did you hear me? I say you better know. I say you better know for yourself. Did you hear me? I say welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Hourglass Era, where the sands of time converge in the morning, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Allow us to guide as we delve into the depths of our consciousness and navigate the interwoven pathways of the mind. Join me on this thought-provoking journey where we provoke thought, where we explore the spiritual, intellectual, and physical realms, peering into the very essence of health awareness and holistic understandings. Everything on this earth is symbolic of the hourglass concepts, and its center represents neutrality, a balance, a pivotal metaphor here for our journey. Just as the pH transition from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance to harmony. It's about transversing the realms of the 7 chakras and unlocking the spiritual experiences and aligning our conscious selves with the greater aspect of life. Each session unravels the unexplored conscious thoughts of human existence, inviting you to awaken, comprehend, transcend, and actually transform the vast expansions of our inner world. So come, tune in, and let's embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. Ooh-wee. And so I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr. I am your thought provoker, your health conscious coach, your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. And I'm going to leave my link here, sir. I know that I got more of a following from women than I do men, but I'm going to leave my link here, ma'am. And I'm going to leave my link, and y'all book a call with me. I'm going to leave my calendar link. Get on my calendar, and let's chop this thing up together. If you have anything that you want to talk about from a health conscious perspective, from a thought provoking perspective, from a intellectual content narrative that you want to say, why you don't talk about this or why you don't talk about that, and let me do some research on it. Y'all talk about it. So I'm inviting y'all into y'all insight. I'm inviting your foresight. I'm inviting you to tap in with me. I'm going to leave my contact information here this morning, as the universe has called me to say, monetize the gift. It ain't about the money for me, but I got to live. And since he's given me the freedom to monetize it, then yes, I got to monetize the gift. That's because he said so, she said so, or it said so. So I'm going to be obedient, the same obedience that I had when he said, open the laptop on October 15th, 2022, is the same obedience that I got to follow through these processes. And so I'm here this morning to do whatever needs to be done and say whatever needs to be said in order for you to understand that you need a first aid kit and a weighted blanket as we shift and as we prepare for the storms of life that's coming. I'm here. And so I will see y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll talk to you at another time. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. I got 46. Okay, I can't stop right now for these next few seconds. Hotep. Y'all know this is universal conscientiousness. And so, you know what I'm saying? Assalamu alaikum to my Arabic brothers and sisters that might tap into my lives. China, Ning Ning Ho. You know what I'm saying? French, bonjour. My German-speaking individuals, Guten Tag. My Italian folks, Salve Sayo. Yeah, my Japanese people, Konnichiwa. And my Portuguese people, hola. And my Spanish people, hola. And all of my yoga people, namaste. That means I bow unto you. And hotep means peace and blessings unto you, my brother. Okay, I've been here an hour. I told y'all I'd never give y'all under an hour. 1 hour a day, Monday through Thursday, 9 o'clock hour, I'm on speaking. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Y'all be blessed.